With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Turn 2 soft.
Check 41.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 41. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Get.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ready to break.
41 to Mike. Check.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set ready. 90 Wolf.
Man left.
Hey, Haywood.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, exit.
24's the mic. Watch one.
Big grip, big grip.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. The connecting here with DJ Shark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Reset. 19. 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Texans 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What you got?
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
We're scoreless after one.
Jaguars 36-yard line.
Texans football to start quarter two as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. On second down, it's Taylor, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Push him back. Both balls to Mike. Mike's ball.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Check 24. Check 24. Time to
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Throw right side of the tight end is Shaughnessy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Wide, get wide.
Greystone, travel.
'24 is the mic.
Five.
24 is the mic. I'm coming.
Shoot.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 24. And snap.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
A throw over the middle, taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Minshew. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Where's the set? 19. Check, check. Let's go, D. 25. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check, 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 check. Check 4.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That's good for 28 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Nothing can stop him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Let's 13. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Down. 30 base.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, he's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
18 Gator.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 54. 24. 44 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Let's go. Football's to Mike. Mike's football.
Here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Break. So don't say nothing. Shoot. Pilot, 64, weak. Say go.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Minshew sets to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Taylor. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bring it. Alert.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
This is it. 19. Check. Let's get the ball.
They run the counter. It's Taylor, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now it's Watson. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, no.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He'll They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. It'll be Minshew again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on first down. They'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Switch. 54.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
44, Mike, 44. What's the run?
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 10 logo. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Minshew looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Lee. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville,